All right, we're here with Professor Lynne Miller. And Lynne, can you tell us a little bit about, first of all, your experience with the OMNI for the spring?
Well, I've been working with the honors program for a number of years now, and one of the most joyful parts of working with honors students is fostering their development with a research project. And so very often the situation is that the student takes an honors class, develops an interest in a certain area, and then does a semester-long research project. In some cases that ends up producing a poster presentation like you see behind you here, and in other cases that ends up producing an oral presentation. Much of that is based upon the student's own interest and comfort level with giving oral presentations. And so I've been doing this for several years and absolutely love mentoring students through this process.
Excellent, excellent. And also, can you tell us a little bit of your perspective of how it's been mentoring those students in a contract in a semester versus teaching an honors course? How does that differ, and how's the experience?
The experiences are really quite different. We try to make them as similar as possible, but realistically they are quite different. A standalone honors course often becomes a more seminar-like setting because of the smaller class size. You typically are looking at 20 to 25 students, and so it gives the professor and the students an opportunity to work more closely together on a daily basis. Every time the class meets, it's dynamic, it's a lot of discussion-based. Very often students are encouraged to do extra reading assignments and so forth. So it becomes a very dynamic seminar-like environment, very much like students will experience when they go on to their universities. A contract doesn't capture all of that because, of course, a student is taking a larger parent course. He or she is one of a group of 40 or 45 students instead. And so there are those differences there, but it provides terrific flexibility for our students who can then open up their schedules to take almost any course across the honors curriculum and then meet with me on a one-on-one basis, or sometimes I meet with 2 or 3 or 4 honors students at a time, roughly every other week, and that gives us that dynamic chance to discuss the course material and talk about the research projects as they're moving along. And the students bond terrifically in that contract experience as they encourage one another through their research projects, as they ask one another insightful questions, and I so much appreciate having them. Basically we become a teaching team. I don't have all of the interesting, insightful questions, and so I appreciate the other honor students who often ask those.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Lynne, for your
You're
time.
welcome.